Alrighty, welcome back to Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. Doing Chapter 2's mini episodes. Really, the big thing we've learned about so far is Nadereh's mother's name, Aldea, and that she has apparently a very cute room. That's it. I look forward to talking to Manon and getting more suspicious of her, with her knowing more than what's going on. Because they made a point that she's one of the few meteors that has a lot of her memories, and yet that hasn't really come into play yet. The episode 1 story has largely been... Yeah, see, why isn't that on the map? That's bugging the hell out of me. Who is this? Hanging out the graveyard. Is it Nadereh? Yep.
It's you. I was hoping I might talk to you, if it's not an imposition. It was an arduous battle. Of course, it's not over yet, but at the very least, we've reached a major milestone. In this seemingly endless battle against Nadereh, so many have given their lives in this struggle. If we had continued to fight on, alone, without accepting your help, I have no doubt we would have been defeated. The people of Nadereh have long relied on their own strength alone to solve their problems. We asked for help from no one. We were proudly self-sufficient. It was always thought that that was best. In this land covered in sand, and surrounded by mountains, cut off from the outside world, our perspective became limited as well. When the three of you arrived here, many of our people viewed you with little but skepticism. Some even suggested that joining together with you in battle would dishonor us. In truth, it was because of these opinions of my people that I refused your offer at first. When I look back on it, such pride was foolish. You helped us realize the error of our thinking. You came to this faraway land and proved that your methods are effective. Seeing this, Jalil and Mohsen had a change of heart. And in truth, so did I. Allow me to offer you my gratitude once again. I cannot thank you enough for rescuing Nadereh from this danger.
We all did it together.
There is truth in that. Every single time I come here, I always feel such a deep sense of shame. That feeling has not changed. But at least now I can tell them that they are finally victorious. The struggles of our predecessors have made us what we are today. And in the end, victory is ours. I can tell them that their deaths were not in vain. And the emotions I feel when I sing have begun to transform as well. By the way, there is something I have been meaning to ask you. How did it come to be that Manon knew the Song of Mourning?
That is true. question. She likes to research all kinds of things.
It is true that it has been passed down in my family for generations. It is also well known amongst my people. Perhaps it is not unreasonable that she may have heard it somewhere. Well, we've chatted at length. That's enough for now, I think. Why don't we pay our respects together?
Manon didn't sing the song until after she researched all their computers and stuff, right? Back to Retem Cities. Check that cutscene. I'm pretty sure she did. Get out of my face. Sound like a boomer. No, not a boomer. You sound like... I don't remember their names with the dogs. A little raggle. 5,000 points. What can I spend them on? Blizzardarium. I might create a Kaiser double saber for Labyrinth. Alright, anyway. I want to check this out.
Come back sometime.
There's another Renus Retem attack.
Did something happen? Nadereh! Jalil! Mosin! This is Renus Retem's handiwork. It got the drop on us. With a horde of dolls.
Considering that their bases are all built underground, a giant doll worm that can dig underground is definitely super devastating.
This is just a scratch. Right now, we must focus on countering Renus Retem. If we suffer another attack like that, Retem City will not be able to withstand it. Gather everyone for a war council. Would you lend us a hand as well? Then let us begin. This is Renus Retem's stronghold, the Dome. We have but one goal. Make it through the desert and get inside. There we all attack. We have neither time nor numbers on our side, but I want every one of you to help.
So we go on the offensive. Yes, I suppose that is our only option.
However, Retem Dome is well fortified. We cannot just attack it head on.
Agreed. We cannot simply force our way through. When we approach, some will split off from the main force. As we deplete their forces, an elite squad, including me, will head for the center where Renus Retem is. Hadi, Jalil, Mosin and I will work out the details. The rest of you must prepare for battle immediately. Dismissed.
I'm sorry to bring it up at a time like this, but those research materials?
Records of our past battles are all kept here.
Thanks.
I do not think you'll find anything that will be of use in battle, but...
So yeah, anyway. She does access the computer first before finding the song, before singing the Song of Morning. Oh, I can skip that. Well, look at that. I expected to skip the entire scene. I'm going to appear in Alio, and then I'm going to go back to the town for some reason. Because that's how it works. Alright, well I just need that confirmation. So, that was a little bit of a waste of time. To South Matem. Surprisingly, there's nothing in north or west. Remember when photon scales were something that you needed? You had to go here and get 5 of them a day. Fun times. Manon! Admiring the speaker technology? Am I gonna sneak up on you again?
Signal is... Theoretically, it should be like this. Oh, when did you get here? You surprised me again. You're pretty good at doing that.
What are you up to?
I'm trying to learn more about photon tuners. Of course, I got permission from the people of Retem first. What I really want to know about these tuners isn't so much how they work, but I'm more interested in Nadereh's power of song that they broadcast. Her ability has something to do with the relationship between her internal and external photons. Which would mean that it's something pretty similar to a technique. But a technique with that kind of area of effect would require an incredible amount of photons. I don't see how anyone could pull that off all by themselves. So, I thought I might start by looking into these devices. But no luck, I guess. From what I've been able to gather so far, the tuner amps are not very powerful. So, what that means is that Nadereh herself is generating the vast majority of it. It's possible that she's tapping into some power even more basic than that used for techniques. I'm wondering if it might be what's known as magic.
Oh boy, that classic Phantasy Star vibe right there. With Rune and his magic in Phantasy Star 4. Why don't you try asking Nadereh?
That's a good idea, but I get the feeling that she may not understand it very well herself. But what we do know is that the power of song only passed down through her family line. And her power manifests differently than that of her ancestors. In fact, now I remember her saying that her feelings come through in her songs. For example, the feeling that she didn't want her people to get hurt was stronger than her feeling that she wanted them to fight harder. That had an effect on enemies and weakened them. No, I still need more data before I can even formulate a hypothesis. Regardless, it's impossible to totally quantify something like emotion. If it turns out that it's not possible to explain her power scientifically, then it has to be something supernatural.
I mean, is she a descendant of Kuna? Dance practice, that sounds interesting. Also, again, me being Guardian, wait till Manon sees how insane my photon levels are. Boy, what's gonna happen with our character if they ever remember their past? I do hope that it is the plot that we are the Guardian. The Phantasy Star track record is actually against that, and I'm only basing that off of Portable 1 and 2, since you play as the same character in the two of them, but Portable 2 largely treats you as a whole new character. Kind of sucks. And I know I mentioned that before.
That's not it. I cannot seem to master it. Who is that there? You, is it? You are quite skilled at making yourself invisible. Impressive.
Are you practicing something?
Practicing? Yes, well, I suppose you could call it that. It is my dance lesson. I say lesson, but I no longer have a teacher. My family's gift is the power of song. But that power is not derived from singing alone. Only when song and dance combine as one does the true power manifest. That is what my mother always taught me. Singing aside, dance has always been a weak point of mine. Oh, how my mother used to scold me during my lessons. When I stopped singing in front of others, I stopped dancing as well. Now that I am singing publicly again, however, I can no longer neglect my dancing. And so I make the time to train myself daily in the art of dance. But having said that, however, I still find it difficult to be watched. If my dancing skills were a little more polished, I could perform for you and ask for your feedback. Or perhaps you could dance with me.
No, yes, that's bullshit. I'm not much of a dancer. I'd rather do battle training instead. I'm not much of a dancer.
I was only teasing. Before I can reveal my song and dance, I need to be certain that I've mastered them first. When that time comes, I want you to be there. Goodbye now. Oh, and no more peeping from behind boulders.
I'm the only person in the area. Is that it? Nobody hiding up in North Ratem and West Ratem? Nothing with the people in the mines? That's kind of lame. Well, everybody's up here now, huh? For now. Haiti, Dozer. Well, it's kind of looking like that's the end of chapter 2. Why is everything marked? Because I never did it. Alright, well that makes sense. Okay. Alright, well I should stop this part here. I might as well stop it here at the music Easter egg. Some base Phantasy Star Online too. Probably one of my favorite locations. Okie dokie. Thanks for watching.